Yo, what's up, honkers? Today me and Ozzy are going to be reacting to Hacksmith Make It Real. He's going to be making the Iron Man, like, little laser things on his hands. You know, the things that go, pew. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, today's secret word is pew. And if you comment the secret word in the comments down below, I will give your comment a heart. Alright, let's get right into today's video.
We just made this full metal Iron Man gauntlet.
That's awesome.
So freaking cool.
Using a photon beam generator. Check out the destruction it did. Plus, we're gonna have a giveaway
Oh.
for this awesome helmet.
Oh, it's the things that Styro used for his microwave.
This video is sponsored by Honey, the easiest way to save money.
Oh no,
Everyone
not
knows
Honey.
Iron Man was real. But for some reason, no eccentric billionaires have stepped forwards. I'm looking at you, Elon. Now, I'm no
It's true.
billionaire, but I am eccentric.
You think those are real effects or? Oh yeah, they're real. Okay.
They're real.
Well, pieces of it anyway.
You think they can't
So far,
afford
we've
real
made the world's first
fireworks?
Full metal Iron Man helmet complete with a heads-up display.
Okay.
We've also made a rather electrifying arc reactor.
Ooh.
Yeah, put that on your chest.
We've also made
Yeah,
a
put it
full
on,
metal
dude.
Iron
Don't
Man
worry about
gauntlet complete with a plasma cutter capable of cutting through 1-inch thick steel.
That's so cool.
Ooh.
We also have our own version of Jarvis
That's just a
running
welder.
automation in our facility.
Yes, but it's attached to you, so it's
Dummy the
cool.
robot. So on this episode of Make It Real, we'll be building Iron Man's other glove, complete with a real-life repulsor. Let's get started.
Okay.
Step 1 is to make the gauntlet. Months ago, Bogdan and I designed and built the first metal Iron Man gauntlet while stuck in our facility during the initial weeks of the pandemic. Thinking about it now,
okay.
that's not unlike Tony making his first suit while trapped in a cave. I mean, I guess our facility is a bit nicer than a cave, though.
Yeah, a little
It's a
bit.
bit
In case you
nicer.
missed that episode, here's how we did it. We started by
Just a
using
bit,
Papicara
you know.
files for reference of an existing cardboard Iron Man gauntlet. Then we exported them into our CAD software to modify them to suit our design. Once we were happy with the 3D model, we exported all the flat patterns into a DXF format in order to plasma cut the parts on our CNC plasma table. After cleaning up the parts, we were able to intricately fold the metal pieces, just like origami, and then weld the seams together. To make the glove strong and to protect your hand, we opted to use a chainmail glove instead of a fabric glove.
That
like
makes
most
a lot
Iron
of
Man
sense.
gauntlets. This resulted in an Iron Man gauntlet that's both dexterous, but also strong and light.
Wouldn't it get
Easy,
really
right?
hot
But
though?
this time, we want to take it one step further. So we're actually going to be sending this out for professional ceramic coating in titanium gold and hot rod red. Which will not only
Ooh.
provide strong abrasion resistance, thermal insulation, and make the surface super hard, but it's also accurate to Iron Man lore.
Throw a little hot rod red in there.
Yes, that should help you keep a low profile.
Pretty cool, right? Now, that is going to take a while. So in the meantime,
Right.
let's talk about the real tech behind Iron Man's repulsor with something called a muon.
Ooh.
What is
The
Iron Man's
repulsor's so
anyway?
cool.
In fiction, it's a high-energy muon beam with 2 power modes. A low power mode capable of pushing things back using a shockwave, which has actually been done by Alex Lab in Russia. He used hydrogen gas and an igniter to create a small
Ooh.
shockwave. The other mode is
Oh,
the
I didn't-
power mode, which causes
What?
utter destruction, our favorite pastime.
Ah!
Which means we need to create
I
an
do
Iron
love me
Man
some
glove
pyrotechnics.
capable of causing destruction. Now, creating a muon beam is no trivial matter. It can actually
Yeah.
be done using city-sized particle accelerators that use
Oh yeah, let me
power
just,
grids
yeah, let's
to generate
that'll be
muon
fine.
beams. But even they are not powerful enough to show what was demonstrated in the Iron Man movies. Thanks
Right.
a lot, science.
Now, unfortunately, my particle accelerator is at the shop for repair. So
Right.
we're going to have to sell it to the next best
Unfortunate.
thing, a photon beam generator.
we'll
Luckily,
just
we just so
use
happen to have one of the
laser
highest power
instead.
continuous wave collinear photon beam generators available to industrial research facilities like ourselves. In other words, I managed to find another module on eBay after chatting with Styropyro.
Ah, hell yeah.
This little module
It's literally,
is 200 times more
literally the
powerful than
same
highest
thing.
laser classification rating, class 4. Even a class 2 laser is capable of burning your eyes out. At 20,000 times brighter than a class 2 laser, that means even looking at the spot of the beam produced by this can cause instant blindness.
Oh, cool.
That's my
Sound
favorite
fun?
kind of blindness.
And of course, it's
Instant.
capable of burning pretty
Instant.
much anything. Now, we've actually used this module for a few projects now, including our militarized half-scale Cybertruck, and more recently, my Civil Warrior arc reactor shield.
I'm sorry, what?
For
That's
both of
so
those projects,
sick.
We just used the laser module as is, without any focusing lenses, which means
Man, I love
it
this
wasn't that
channel.
destructive. This time, we're going to be using a little optical engineering and
Oh.
using a few different lenses to maximize the power of this little guy.
We're gonna use
one of the biggest issues with using a high power laser is the heat output. So far,
Wouldn't it
we've
melt the
relied on a large
lens?
water cooling loop to make sure the laser doesn't
You would
burn
think
out.
so.
But this time, we're going fully custom and making a
Really
much more
not.
compact water cooling system, and we're even going to miniaturize the laser drivers that Styropyro gave us that we used in previous builds. I'll start on that cooling system, and Bogdan is going to start miniaturizing the power.
Downsizing on stuff that already puts out a ton of power
But
is like
first,
the
a word
hardest
from our
part.
sponsor. I don't know about you guys, but these days,
Alright, I'm sorry guys, but we are skipping the ad for this video. Honey is a known scam.
that's sick.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
The laser driver that Styropyro sent us has been working great, but I think we can make it smaller. Luckily, he also sent us a schematic, which means we can design our own printed circuit board. I'm going to be
Okay.
using Altium Designer, as is the industry standard for
Altium?
PCB design software, and it's super
Okay.
powerful. They also have Altium Viewer. It is a free electronic design viewer.
this
that
another
allows you to
ad?
view and share all kinds of file formats.
I don't know.
This is for circuit boards.
Yeah,
see if
squiggles
it would-
and triangles.
It's like a circuit
All right,
board
the circuit is all
simulator,
done. Time
essentially.
to start laying out the PCB components.
Okay.
Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we just need to maybe add a Hacksmith logo and we can get it sent out for fabrication.
Alright.
Perfect. Now, a lot of you have been asking why we don't have our own PCB mill yet. Well, it's because websites like JLC PCB allow us to make these really high quality printed circuit boards in a matter of days, completely hassle-free. And they're really affordable. So let's get this sent off and we should be able to start soldering soon. Well, that was quick.
That was fucking
Guess
quick.
It's time to start soldering.
The power of editing.
Charles, how the heck do you expect me to solder this?
Oh my god. Ow, bro.
People are too smart.
It's not just smart, you gotta be really delicate with your hands with this.
Fun fact, before I did YouTube full-time, I actually had 2 engineering jobs. I worked as a mechanical designer, designing
Okay.
injection molding machines, and a product developer designing
Injection
visual
molding
projections.
machines.
In both of those roles, I actually did a lot of work with liquid cooling systems. And one of those companies was actually throwing out this rather nice coolant water reservoir. I mean, look at this. It's all
Okay.
machined aluminum, super soft. Anyway, this is a really awesome reservoir, so I think we're going to use it for the Iron Man project. The really nice
But
thing
how?
is it's got
That
these
thing
quick
looks
connect
heavy.
fittings. Take a look. These are
Are-
leak-proof, which means we can actually disconnect the Iron Man glove from the cooling system without spilling any coolant. Before, we were using this
Okay.
stupid water cooling loop from a PC, and as you can see, you can
Yeah, it's
literally like,
gonna-
rip off the hoses. It's
Yeah.
not good. Anyway, the hoses connect to the small aluminum water block, which will interface with a repulsor module that Bogdan's prototyped a few units of.
Okay.
Let's build this up.
It's gonna be interesting to see how it works, because the main thing I would have to worry about
Alright.
is like how heavy
Moving
all
the
this
thermal
is on a
adhesive
person. You know what I
wrapper.
mean?
Make sure I put this in the right spot. All right, that's not coming off again.
Okay.
All right, so how does it work? On the back end, we plug in 2 batteries. This will run the system for about 10 minutes straight, which is pretty good,
It's not bad.
especially considering it's the highest power laser.
Oh, that's loud.
That'd be
it's
fun to
this.
wear.
I thought it was a 3D printer.
Oh,
The sound of the reservoir and the fan right here, keeping the driver cool. So on the other end, you can see that the fan is powered by the board from the batteries,
Yeah.
which also powers the reservoir pump. That's the other neat thing about this. The pump is actually integrated into the reservoir. And then we have our trigger switch there. So basically, if you put a switch in that shorts that, that'll trigger the laser. This 8-pin output here is for the actual laser, and Bogdan's currently soldering up that connector right now.
Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if that fucking thing that he's soldering right now catches on fire or melts from the amount of power that's going to run through this thing, dude. Like, have you seen the newest 5090s, how their power connectors melted on their motherboard?
No, I have not.
Because of how much power the new video card requires. And I guess there was like a manufacturing defect or something. It literally melted the like connector to the video card. So that's one of my worries with this.
Soon, your package has arrived.
Your package has arrived.
It's here.
Woo! The power of editing.
Nice.
Is that a Batman?
You know, if you use a knife, you don't have to use it.
Probably. Yep, it's battering.
Whoa, red and gold.
Damn. So shiny.
Oh.
Nice. Good.
Dude, that glove looks sick as fuck.
Nice. Now the glove.
It really does. I love it.
Just my pinky. There we go.
I don't have any use for it, but I want it.
Wow.
And they say men can't be happy.
Feels like Iron
That's a
Man.
happy man right there. Two happy
Oh,
men.
yeah.
Alright, now I gotta figure out what to put under here.
You gotta attach it to the glove somehow.
Maybe.
And flamethrowers?
Let's go put it together.
Let's do it.
All right, we've got all the parts we need to build our Iron Man repulsor. So let's get started.
All right.
First step is installing the laser into the repulsor module. But before we do that, we're gonna have to clean it off. So the reason we're cleaning the lens is because the amount of heat and light going through this means if there are any contaminants or even oil or grease,
Oh, they'll catch on fire.
It could cause the lens to like shatter, which we obviously
Oh, well, that
don't want.
too. Dun, 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 dun. That's the heat sink. All right. The dramatic music is apparently really needed here.
It is 100% necessary.
You know what would really suck if he put that on backwards?
Oh.
like if it was on the inside of
Oh, no.
part of the like the back of the hand. Pimp Iron Man.
I'm capable of putting this on. I am done. If I'm not, we have to go back to the drawing board of the entire thing.
Oh, there we go.
You guys might be thinking, Hacksmith, why don't you get a haircut so you actually look like Tony Stark again?
Nah.
Which I answer, I do look like Tony Stark. In the new Avengers game, the cheap knockoff Tony Stark.
Do the Avengers pose a danger to
The
society?
cheap
That was the
knockoff.
question, Bruce. That was the question.
All right.
You're just a cheap fucking knockoff.
Really, we just have to plug everything else.
Sure are, buddy.
And there we go. Now we just gotta see if it works. Yeah?
Oh boy, I hope so.
No, 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 no. A lot of wires.
Good
Oh,
job, you broke
rip,
the camera.
Rip
Holy
camera.
crap, it's on fire. But it's still kind of working. Look at that.
I hope that's a like cheap camera.
I don't know. I am Iron Man.
Wow.
Now, like I mentioned earlier in the video, we're actually using a focusing lens for the first time with this 100 watt blue laser diode. That means my focus changes based on where I'm standing. This particular lens has a focal point of 1 meter, which means hypothetically I should get the most concentrated laser beam at 1 meter. And if I go anywhere closer or further away, the beam's gonna get bigger. Pretty cool, right?
Right.
It is pretty cool.
You're gonna pop?
Wow!
Wow!
Oh, that
sweet.
smoke.
I'm sorry, little one. This is the way.
Oh no! Not Baby Yoda!
No, Yoda! Or Grogu.
Poor Grogu. Rip.
Grogu.
Now this laser ring's made me hungry. Let's make some popcorn.
Oh no.
Oh, this.
He watched the Styropyro video. Oh, it's still on! It's still on! It's still on!
Alright, maybe
Oh,
this
it's
isn't the
still
best
on.
popcorn. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
why is the
let's
laser
go
still
burn
on?
his leg.
And that's not how you're supposed to use lasers.
Woo!
My favorite pants.
Oh, that was scary! Oh!
I don't know if it was worth burning my leg for this.
That could have been really bad.
Not bad though. Speaking of things to burn, did you know not having honey is like burning money? To illustrate that, you guys ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's burn the money.
2,
Yeah, baby.
1, go!
Oh,
This is also part of the honey ad, but it still looks
yeah,
really
I know, but he's burning money, so
cool. It
it's
still
cool.
looks really cool.
Wait, that's not real money.
Well, no, that's fake money. But honey
that's fake
will save
money.
you real money.
No, it won't. Oh!
Boom.
What did he catch on fire there? Some sort of explosive that's inside the shirt?
Maybe.
To like simulate it?
Now that's more like it.
That is really cool. I just wish we had like the actual like force thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darn
But
science.
you gotta work with
All right, that was freaking
limitations
awesome.
of
I feel like
physics.
Iron Man. Now, just remember, we are trained professionals. Don't play with lasers.
Yeah, please
Kind of
don't.
laser, really.
He
They're
literally
Don't do it.
almost
I
burned
actually
his leg.
accidentally burned my leg, even though we were following all the proper safety procedures. Just goes to show, even professionals can mess up. Anyways, thanks to our sponsor, Honey, we're actually giving away one of these awesome helmets.
What? That's so cool
man.
though.
Entering is super simple. All you have to do is get the Honey wrap.
Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please leave a like if you did enjoy, please. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye!